Hey guys, welcome back to General Manager Games and welcome back to another episode of Out of the Park Baseball 23 with the Arizona Diamondbacks. It is September 1st and this is going to be the end of the season / off-season episode. We're going to sim through September, hopefully have a successful postseason, and then we will get into off-season number 13. So we are 87 and 56. We are 9 games ahead of the San Francisco Giants. We have had just a fantastic couple of months in the desert. 18 and 11, 18 and 10, 21 and 6 in July, along with a 20-game winning streak between June and July, and then 16 and 10 in August. So we are in good shape to make another run at our 4th World Series title in 5 seasons. We'll take a look at the stats at the end of the season. I don't want to look at them now and then again when the season's over, but Julio Lujan's at the 40 home run mark. Paulino looks like he's going to get there. Hugo Alvarado, our midseason acquisition, looks like he's going to get there. So offense, not a problem. 3rd best offense in the National League. Best pitching staff in the National League. Things look good. So let's get to it, and let's finish off the month of September and get to some off-season baseball and see if we can win another title, which would be amazing considering where we started this season out and what I thought this year was going to look like for us. We win there. Salazar eligible to come back. That's huge. And we'll call him up, get him right back in the rotation. Let's put him in as a middle reliever because, frankly, Griffin Miller's been fine as our closer, so no reason to take him out of that role. We win here 10-7. 2 hits, 4 RBIs for Paulino. There's his 40th. Alvarado, 2 for 3, 3 RBIs. He's getting close to 40 as well. He hits 2 home runs. Jazz Chisholm just continues to mash. 11 home runs, 33 runs knocked in 47 games for the now 35-year-old Jazz. Game 3 against the Cubs. 6-5 loss. So we're back at home against San Francisco, and we can just bury the Giants here if we have a good series. We win 6-5. Jason Brown, who's back from injury, 4 for 4, 3 runs knocked in. Madero's 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored. Paulino knocks in a couple. Shabazz picks up the win. His 8th victory of the season. Game 2 against the Giants. Another win, 5-4 this time in extras. We get, what do we get? We get 2 hits and an RBI from Campos. Chisholm with an pinch hit RBI. Seb Audi pitches 7 innings. He's been really good, man. He's 15-2 on the year. 3rd game of the series now against San Francisco. 9-5 win, and I think we've just about buried the Giants' chances, and the NL West is likely ours again. So DeLucas has that average up to 255 now. 25 home runs, 83 knocked in. He's been great. Tommy Edman has been great since coming over. 288, 6 home runs, 22 runs knocked in. Pena gets his 15th victory. Another player I'm glad I didn't trade. And the final game of the series against the Giants as we look for the 4-game sweep. And we get it in big-time fashion, 17-3. Look at that. 3 RBIs each for Lujan, Paulino, Alvarado, and DeLucas. 3 hits for Brown, 3 runs scored. Everybody getting it done except for Alexis Barrios has himself an 0 for 6 when the team puts up a 17 spot. Paulino with 41. Lujan hits his 41st and 42nd. Alvarado is now at 38 home runs on the year. Molina gets the easy victory, scattering 3 runs in 6. Colorado, we lose. We lose Edman for 3 weeks, because of course we do. All right, so who's our second baseman? Is it Jazz? I think it's got to be Jazz, right? Like, I mean, why not? And then Morales can play there. So we lose a couple games in a row, which I don't like, to Colorado. The last place Colorado Avalanche. Oh, wow, look at the Padres. They're making a run at it here. Hopefully we get it. Edman will get back right as the playoffs start, I think. Final game against Colorado as we look to avoid the sweep against the last place Rockies. And we can't. Well, that's not encouraging. And now we've got, I mean, really our entire month, except for the first 3 games of the month, are against division rivals. So let's see how things go on the road here as we finish the season with 8 road games, 5 in San Francisco, 3 against the Dodgers. This game is trying to test my patience. That's all I can assume here. So we lose again, so that's 4 straight losses. 5 straight losses. Finally. So we get 3 hits and 2 RBIs from Julio Lujan, who's hitting over 300 this year. Who would have guessed that would have happened after his 230 last year? Shabazz with another hard luck, no decision. Where are we? We're still 7 games up, so I think we have the division settled, since I don't think there are 7 games left. Let's look. Yeah, we clinched. Okay, so we have the division locked down. So I think the smart move is to... Who can we call up? Let's call up some people that we can call up and get some of our important pitchers out of there. I think that's it. Yep. All right. So Shabazz. What am I doing? Strategy. Bench for... Where's the bench? Bench for a week. Right? Is that how many games we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're going to bench him for 6 games. I'm not taking any chances. I don't want these players getting hurt. We will bench him. We will bench him. We will bench him. What does that do to our... It puts him back out there. But I benched him. Let's get him out. Let's get him out. Let's get him out. Let's put Prieto in. Let's put Montoya in. And let's put Jaramillo in. Avoid high leverage. Avoid high leverage. Avoid high leverage. It should just bench them. But we will see what happens. From a lineup perspective, is there anybody we want to take out? I think we're good. I don't think we have anybody who's... I mean, maybe Barrios, because he's fragile. I don't have another center fielder. So we'll just go with this for the final 6 and see how things go. I mean, if we end up losing our last 6 games and we go into the postseason with like a 1-12 mark in our last 13 or something, that's not good. But... Jaramillo, Moore, Lennon, Barnes. Okay, so it started the people I want. Lujan hits his 45th. We're not going to win 100 this season, but I will take 95 wins based on where we were last year. We lost again. Yeah, not a good end of the season here for your Diamondbacks at all. We win there. Chisholm with a couple of hits. Barrios with a couple of hits. Story gets the win as a starter in the final game of the season for your Diamondbacks. An 11-6 loss. So not a great month. 8-11 this month. We finished 95-67. We win the division by 4 games. Let's go ahead and reset the lineup, or the staff rather. Let's take a look at our pitching staff first, since we're sitting here, I suppose. 7-WAR season for Jonathan Shabazz. He only went 8-14, but he struck out 326 batters in 218 innings. If he doesn't come close to winning the Cy Young, that would be a travesty. Robinson Pena, glad we didn't move him. He had a great season, 15-9. 260 strikeouts in 208 innings. Seb Audi out of nowhere with a 15-3 record. Jordan Montoya came in, did a nice job for us as our number 4 guy. Jason Story as a reliever most of the year was very, very good. A waiver wire claim at the beginning of the year was terrific for us. Luis Molina is what he is at this point. I mean, he's a number 4, but 223 strikeouts in 143 innings. He walks too many, gives up too many home runs. But all in all, he is a pretty good pitcher to have in our rotation. And the rest of the bullpen was fine. You know, we had some really good performances. Another good year from Hugh Fisher. Griffin Miller did a nice job as the closer. So all in all, we picked up Kawhi at the deadline. He was very good. Look at that, like 3 walks in 39 innings. So all in all, a very good year out of our pitching staff. Our offense was terrific again. Again, another bounce-back season, both offensively and defensively. Julio Lujan with just another monster year, 5.7 WAR, 46 home runs, 111 RBIs. And, I mean, we could re-sign him, but he's now fragile. He's now 32. It's all going to depend on what he wants, but he is Mr. Diamondback. He has been an absolute monster for us, both during the regular season and especially in the postseason. Do we have his postseason numbers? Yeah, 983 OPS, a 169 OPS plus, 13 home runs, 38 runs knocked in 53 postseason games. He has been an animal in the postseason. Alexis Barrios, his first full season, 3.2 WAR. A lot of that was defensively. I don't really like him in my leadoff spot, truth be told, but he's the best option we have right now. Jason Brown with another consistent season, doesn't hit for a ton of power, but hits for a high average, a lot of doubles, drives in a lot of runs. Jandel Paulino with another great season, another 40 home run season. He's been terrific as well since we picked him up. I mean, he's been with us for 5 years now, though. Wow, look at that. 5 straight years of at least 33 home runs and at least 104 RBIs. He's been worth every single penny that we have paid him. Edgar DeLucas with a really nice rookie campaign, 2.8 WAR, 26 home runs, 92 knocked in while playing good defense. Hugo Alvarado is probably what's going to allow Paulino to walk as a free agent next year. He becomes our new power hitter. That power hopefully comes along here next season, but he hit 40 home runs this year as well. Campos did a really, really nice job with the bat. I mean, it was only a 614 OPS, 76 OPS plus, but it was good enough given what his defense looks like. His offense was good enough. Jazz Chisholm was a revelation for us, 954 OPS in 61 games. Juan Medeiros hit 47 doubles after we made him the starting shortstop. Tony Romo had a nice season with the bat. So all in all, a very good season for the Diamondbacks. Let's get to the postseason and see what sorts of weird things the AI does with my roster. How long before we get Edman back? 1 week. All right, so he's going to probably miss this first series. Playoff roster, players eligible for the playoff roster. Prieto can come out. Fisher can come in. Really, Seb Audi, you're going to take him out of the... who needs to... Oh, Ibarra. Seb Audi. We're going to leave Edman off for this round. And hope that he bounces back for the next round. So Shabazz, Pena, Molina, and Seb Audi will be our 4 starters here in the postseason. No, he's going to be our closer because he was good. We'll make him middle relief, use more often, and high leverage. We will... Do we have anybody else that we trust to bring in super high... I don't think so. I'm fine kind of with things this way. Middle relief, long relief, / middle relief. And let's sim up to the next round. And while it's doing that, I will be right back. All right, so Edman is not ready to come back yet. That's not ideal. But we're taking on the New York Mets here in this one. So let's quickly take a look at the Metropolitans. They finished 86 and 76. Bad offense, decent pitching staff, but one that I think we should be able to beat. Sergio Guzman, pretty good bat, 41 home runs. Wow, look at those ratings. Holy crap. Yeah, he's better than pretty good. He's really good. Bo Bichette still plugging away at age 35. There's Marcelo Meyer, who didn't hit at all after we traded him. But I don't care about that. So we got the Mets. Let's see how this series goes. Brandon Hudson against Jonathan Shabazz in Game 1 goes to the Diamondbacks. We win 5-2. Jandel Paulino with 2 home runs, 4 runs knocked in, 5 for 5. Juan Medeiros. Shabazz goes 6 2/3, but we get the win. Game 2 will pit Helcris Olivares against Robinson Pena. That goes to the Diamondbacks as well. We win 11-4, 7 RBIs for Jason Brown. He hits 2 home runs, a 2-run home, hits a pair of 2-run homers, has a 2-run double, drives in 7, and we win easily. On the verge of advancing to the National League Championship Series. Luis Molina against Jordan Balazovic. Game 3 in the Bronx, or excuse me, in Shea Stadium, not in the Bronx. Flushing Meadows. Goes to the Mets. They beat us 10-9. A 9-run 6th inning does us in. Kawhi gets smoked. Salazar gets smoked. Alvarado and Lujan each homer, but it will go to Game 4. So Seb Audi against Luis Carrasco. So 15-3 Seb Audi in Game 4. Can he close this out and get us to the championship series? No. We're going to go to Game 5. We get blown out again. We lose 8-0. Carrasco with a really good game, and we're going to hand it over to Jonathan Shabazz in game number 5. Can we advance, or do we blow a 2-0 series lead? Here we go. Keep your fingers crossed. And we lose the series. We get a 2-0 series lead. We take a 2-1 lead into the 8th and blow it. Shabazz only goes 4. He walks 6. Oof. That's disappointing. That's disappointing, but all right. Well, we made the postseason. Another 95-win season. Let's go ahead and sim to the end of the season and see who wins it all. So the Mets beat the Diamondbacks, Braves beat the Padres, Rangers beat the Tigers. Angels and Yankees are tied at 2. Savino, of course, he's hurt. He's always hurt. So the Yankees and the Rangers in the American League. Oh, good. Edmonds eligible to come off the DL. That's just what I needed. And the Braves and the Mets in the NL. So we can have a Subway Series. Yankees and Mets, possibility. Braves up 2-1. Rangers up 2-1. Braves up 3-1. AL's tied at 2. Rangers are up 3-2. Braves up 3-2. So the Braves win in the National League and the Rangers in the American League. So the Texas Rangers and the Atlanta Braves are in your 2033 World Series. We had the National League's batting leader, Jason Brown, with a .335 average. Julio Lujan was second in OPS. Pena third in ERA. Braves are up 2-0. Can the Rangers come back? Oh, Braves take a 3-0 series lead. Rangers get 1. And the Atlanta Braves win the 2033 World Series 4-1 over the Texas Rangers. Jose Romo with the White Sox wins the Triple Crown. 66 home runs, 159 runs knocked in, and a .334 batting average. Just wow. All right, and there we go. All right, so Savino voided last year's contract. Just wonderful. New budget, $120 million. So we have $25 million to spend. The question is, what do we do with that $25 million? The easiest option is to talk to Mr. Lujan and see if we can bring him back. Do we have any other emails we needed to deal with? I don't think so. No, we just got the top prospects, and then that's it, yeah. All right, so let's go to arbitration first, and let's kind of go through this. So Molina wants 1.9. Shabazz wants 7. Can we sign him long-term? Is he interested in a long-term deal? He wants, so we can go 7, 9, 11, 15, 13. Nope, he just wants 1 year. Okay, so after all that, he just wants 1 year. So let's offer him 7,250. Oops, 7,350. All right, we get that contract. Get him down for a year. Hugh Fisher has continued to pitch really well, so 2,275 works for me. Sean Lennon has pitched well. That's 1.3. Luciano wants 1.8. Again, waiver wire claims filled our bullpen this year. So that's something we need to keep in mind. I mean, you know, obviously losing, getting knocked out because our bullpen caved in the end is an issue. So that may be a priority for us, trying to find, you know, one of the things that we had in the previous seasons was an elite bullpen, right? That was one of our major things was an elite bullpen. So that may be something we take a look at. I'd like to bring Lujan back just because he's part of who we are, you know, at this point. But I don't know that we're going to be able to. Honestly, we'll just sort of have to see. Maderos wants 3.2. And I'm not interested in paying Kawhi $7 million, so we will either trade him or non-tender him and then use that money to do something else. Nope. All right, so we will non-tender Mr. Kawhi. All right, so Lujan, we're going to offer him arbitration. Paulino. Ooh, what do we do with Paulino? He wants $18 million a year for 5 seasons. Do we offer him 1 year at? Do we offer him the quality? I think that's greedy, especially given, you know, we're only going for another 3 seasons or something. So, what does Chisholm want? Yeah, I can't pay him that. What about Edman? I mean, I would like to bringing Edman back at second base would be pretty cool. But we'll see what they want in free agency. 'Cause he was really good last year for us. Let's go ahead and look at the player list, upcoming free agents, offer them all contracts. And I'm going to go ahead now and sim ahead to to free agency. And we'll take a look at the award winners, and hopefully we can make some improvements and get back on top before this thing is over. So I will be back in a moment. All right, we're back. It is free agency time, and we'll take a look at the awards real quick. See your American League award winners right there. National League, any Diamondbacks on the list? Nope, doesn't appear to be. Reliever of the year in the AL, Noah Schultz. Just a first-round pick this past week. actually, by the White Sox. In the National League, it's Chris Wright of the Giants. American League Platinum Stick winners. You can see them there. You can pause it if you'd like. In the National League, it was... Did we have any Diamondbacks? Julio Lujan out in right field. No surprise there. AL Rookie of the Year, Tak Waju. 290, 350, 482. And in the National League, Hugo Alvarado and Edgar DeLucas. We had 1-2 in the Rookie of the Year voting. Skipper of the Year in the National League, Alex Escobar. In the American League, Willie Harris of Detroit. Your Cy Young winner in the American League, Ator Marin, 15-4 with a 3.56 ERA. So he's getting it done. 332 strikeouts for the Yankees. He will likely opt out of his deal. Did he opt out? I don't know. We will see. Pitcher of the Year in the NL, Randy Rodriguez. So Jonathan Shabazz, with his 326 strikeouts, finishes 5th in the Cy Young. We had 4 and 5. Your AL MVP is Jose Romo. No surprise there, wins the Triple Crown. And Fernando Tatis continues to mash at age 34. 11 WAR seasons. International free agents. We got anything any good? Not this season. Free agents. Nobody young. Nobody young. Let's see what is out there. I guess let's see what we need. So we got $34 million. So we could bring back Julio Lujan if we wanted to, but I don't. I mean, we'll see what the contract demand is first. So Jorge Morla, I guess we'll look at him first. He only wants $1 million. I mean, we do need. There's our old friend Fitz Stadler. Pitched for Los Angeles and Texas in 2032 with the Red Sox last year. He's now 36. So what do we need? If we look at our team, whoa, we are short-handed. So right now, we need a second baseman, a left fielder, and a right fielder. Do we have anybody in the minor leagues that is ready to fill any of those roles? I don't believe so. Yeah, we're going to have to make some moves here to fill some of these spots. So that was left field, right field, second base. Yeah, Morales is not a second baseman. And then pitching, we're okay. I mean, relievers. We don't need any starters, but relievers. So left field, right field, second base, and relief. So let's go to outfielders first. Lujan is down to $24 million. I mean, we could sign him probably pretty easily at this point. He wants 6 years. I don't want to give him 6 years, but I feel like we have to bring him back. I mean, he's Julio Lujan, right? Yeah, I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to offer him 6 years. I'll offer him 4 at 20. That's 2. What about 5 at 20? Is anybody else interested in him? No, just us right now. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. All right, what about 21? What if we do this? What if we do 19, 21, 23, 25, and 24? Okay. So by the time the contract gets expensive, we're going to be done. So there's Lujan. So we need a left fielder. There's Paulino. He wants 22. I mean, we could just get the band back together, right? Like, that could be the thing here. I didn't want to offer him a minor league contract. It's not what I wanted to do. Pending withdraw. Let's see if that completely jacks this up. I don't think it will, but yeah, I don't want to pay him that much. So what do we look for in left field? Old friend Byron Buxton. Let's look at second base because we do need a second baseman. Bringing Khalil Watson to play second base. I don't think we're going to have enough money to bring everybody back that we want to bring back, but I think that's okay. So if we offer Watson 4 years at like 7.5, 7.5, 8.5, 10, that's 85 million, right? 8.5, yeah. 10, and then like if we offer him 9. Okay, so 4 years, $35 million. Let's sim ahead a bit and see if we can land both of those contracts, and that'll give us a better idea as to... Oh, I forgot about Zamora. Right, shoot. Okay, he's our second baseman. So we don't need Khalil Watson. What would we... If we signed Watson, what would we do with him? So Zamora would be our second baseman. Yeah, Medeiros is our shortstop. Although, maybe Medeiros is better served. And he was so good offensively. But he was below average defensively. I mean, we could bring in Watson to play shortstop, where he was very good. Let's look at relievers. There was that reliever for like $1 million or whatever. We'll sign him. Jorge Morla. Probably get him for 1.5. And then what do we have for left field? It's weird. He's 3.5 star overall and 3-star potential. And I'd love to bring Jandel back, but I don't know that we're going to be able to. So I think we'll start with these 3 offers. Lujan. Well, again, we don't really need Khalil Watson. Yeah, I mean, he's been terrible with the bat. Yeah. All right, so let's go back here. Sim ahead a day. Okay. So now let's talk to Paulino again. So $22 million. I can't give him that. What if I gave him 4 and then did... Okay. Let's see if that works. It's going to leave us with no money to do anything else, but gets the band back together, so to speak. Improves the bullpen a little bit. And there wasn't much free agency-wise that was better than what we were putting out there. So I'm okay just re-signing our guys. I mean, there's some decent names here, but I would rather have Paulino and Lujan. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and I'm going to sim up to the Rule 5, I think. Or, yeah, I'm going to sim up to the Rule 5. And we'll see who signed, who hasn't, how much money we have, and we will go from there. So I'll be back in a sec. All right, guys, we're back at the Rule 5. And we did just get the band back together. We signed Julio Lujan. We signed Jandel Paulino. And the band is back together. Can't let this series end with Julio Lujan playing for another team. So our roster is set. We added a bullpen piece and Jorge Morla. He he looks pretty good. 2-pitch pitcher, but it's fine. If we can have some pitchers stay healthy, I think we'll be okay. But let's get through the Rule 5 and make sure that, or see if we can bring in any additional talent. I want to. Yeah, Rivera, I need to keep. Let's put him on the 38-man roster. And everybody else I don't really care about. All right, let's get to the Rule 5. Doesn't look like there's any pitching, but we'll quickly take a look at pitching potential. And nothing there that is outstanding. So let's take a look at the hitters. Victor Aparicio. First baseman without a lot of power in the Red Sox organization. Omar Gonzalez. Looks like a pretty good defensive outfielder. Do I need another backup outfielder? What does my roster look like? I do need a center fielder because Romo certainly can't play. And Gonzalez is good enough in all 3 positions. He can't really hit yet, but that glove is good enough to stick. Oliva, no. I think we're going to go after Omar Gonzalez. I like the work ethic and everything. So we get ourselves our backup outfielder. Excuse me. Not looking like a whole lot else. We are only at the G's, so who knows, but Madrigal with the 80 batting eye. That's nice. Federico Morales. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it looks like that might be about it. So we get ourselves a new backup outfielder, which is important because we need someone to play center field. Dan Whiteman looks okay, too. I like what we have, though. Yep, that's going to be it. It's going to be just the one Rule 5 pickup. And is there anybody that we want to potentially try to trade you? We don't have any money, which is fine. I mean, hopefully we can win next season and our payroll goes up. But I had to bring back Paulino and Lujan. We're going to end right around here, I think. So, you know, whatever. If they end up being bad and they end up struggling and, you know, we're bad our last couple seasons, so be it. But I feel like I had to give this team one more shot. We still have the pitching. We have the offense to do it. We're going to get a better Edgar DeLucas for the entire season. Hopefully Morales can or not Morales, Zamora can stay healthy for the whole season. We see additional growth from Barrios. I feel like our young players should improve, which should make up, hopefully, for any regression we suffer from the older players. Pitching-wise, we're going to run with what we had. Shabazz, Pena, Molina, Audi, and what's his name? Who was our fifth? Jordan Montoya as our fifth starter. We'll keep an eye on the waiver wire. And kind of see if we can do anything towards the beginning of the season. But that's it. So the offseason, we got the band back together. I'm going to sim ahead now to opening day. Anything that happens between now and then, obviously, I'll go over with you guys. But I'm going to sim ahead to opening day now. We'll play opening day, and we will call it an episode. So I will be back one more time.